My dear children, today I am going to teach you the second language English for 10th standard. But today, lesson Gentle Prayer of Rio in Medio by Johanna A. Sedley. Okay? So before that, I am going to tell you about the difficult words or new words, so which we can find when we come across the lesson. Okay? For example, wretched. Wretched. So, if we know the meaning of the new words, then only we are able to understand the lesson very easily. Okay? Wretched means unpleasant. Wretched means unpleasant. Yes. There is a house by the side of the road is wretched. So there is a wretched house by the side of the road. By the side of the road. Yes, we can use in your own sentence like this. Yes. Yes, my friend is living in a house which is wretched. Which is wretched. But very good. Next. Quiet. Quiet. Quiet means unusual and attractive, especially in an old-fashioned way. Yes. My grandfather lived in a quiet house. My grandfather lived in a house which was quiet. My grandfather lived in a house which was quiet. Which was quiet. Yes. Creek. Creek. Creek means a small narrow stream or river. A small narrow stream or river. The creek ran. The creek ran nearby our house. Nearby our house. The creek ran nearby our house. Okay. Then negotiation. negotiation means official discussion. Official discussion. Yes, the ministers. Yes, you can use it in your own sentence. You can use it in your own meaningful sentence. Yes, the minister wants to negotiate with the officials. The minister wants to negotiate with the officials. The officials. Officials. Yes. So next word, Buna Gentile. So shall I have this? Buna Gentile means good people. Yes, you can use the word in your own sentence. Buna Gentile. Buna means good people. Yes, Indians are Buna Gentile. Indians are Buna. Buna Gentile means good people. They are good people. Rat means old, tall. Rat means tall. The beggar woman wore ragged and torn cloth. Sorry. The beggar woman wore ragged cloth. Yes. Woman wore ragged cloth. Okay? Yes. Have you understood the meaning of new words? Now, shall I start to read the lesson? Now open your textbook. So listen to me carefully while I am reading. Gentleman of Rio in Medio. Johanna A.A. Sedilo. It took months of negotiation to come to an understanding with the old man. He was in no hurry. What he had the most of was time. He lived up in Rio in Medio, where his people had been for hundreds of years. He tilled the same land they had tilled. His house was small and wretched but quiet. The little creek ran through his land. His orchard was narrowed and beautiful. The day of his sale, he came into the office. His coat was old, green and faded. I thought of a Senator Ketron, who has been such a power with these people up there in the mountain. Perhaps it was one of his old Prince Albert's. He wore gloves. They were old and tall, and his fingertips showed through them. He carried a cane, but it was only the skeleton of a worn-out umbrella. Behind him walked one of his innumerable kin, a dark young man with eyes like a gazelle. The old man bowed to all of us in the room. Then he removed his hat and gloves slowly and carefully. Chaplin once did that in a picture. In a band, he was the janitor. Then he handed his things to the boy, who stood obediently behind the old man's chair. There was a great deal of conversation about Ray and his family. He was very proud of his large family. Finally, we got down to the business. Yes, he would sell as he had agreed for $1,200 in cash. We would buy and the money was ready. Don Anselmo, I said to him in Spanish, we have made a discovery. You remember that we sent that surveyor, that engineer, up there to survey your land so as to make the deed. Has to make the deed. Well, he finds that you own more than 8 acres. He tells us that your land extends across the river and that you own almost twice as much as you thought. He didn't know that. And now, Don Anselmo, I had it. These Americans are guna gente. They are good people. And they are willing to pay you for the additional land as well at the same rate for acre. So that instead of $1,200, you will get almost twice as much. And the money is here for you. The old man hung his head for a moment in thought. Then he stood up and stared at me. French, he said, I don't like to have you speak to me in that manner. I kept still and let him have his say. I know these Americans are good people and that is why I have agreed to sell to them. But I do not care to be insulted. I have agreed to sell my house and land for $1,200 and that is the price. I argued with him, but it was useless. Finally, he signed the deed and took the money, but refused to take more than the amount agreed upon. Then he shook hands all round, put on his ragged gloves, took his stick and walked out with the boy behind him. Yes, I think you have understood the lesson well. Now, I asked him to read the lesson silently. Yes, okay? Yes. Have you finished your reading? Shall I ask you some questions? Okay. So where did Don Anselmo live? What work did he do? Where did Don Anselmo live? What work did he do? Yes, Don Anselmo lived in Rio in Medio. Don Anselmo lived in Rio in Medio. What did he do? He tilled the land. He tilled the land. Yes. So don't answer more. Lived in Rio in Medio. What did he do? He tilled the land. He tilled the same land they had tilled. What his ancestors had tilled. Don't answer more. Lived in Rio in Medio. In what did he do? He tilled the land. Land. Which is ancestors till. Yes. What do you say about the old man's orchard? Old man's orchard. Yes. Here I am going to give some clues. So, you can use the clues or you can use the words to describe the old man's orchard. So you can see in your textbook. So here are some hints. A small spring, unpleasant, fruit-bearing trees, old-fashioned house, attractive. Yes. A small spring, unpleasant, fruit-bearing trees, old-fashioned house, attractive. So you can make use the words to describe old man's orchard. Okay? Yes. The old man's orchard consisted of fruit-bearing trees. Fruit-bearing trees. The old man's orchard consisted fruit-bearing trees. were increased. There was an old small house. There was an old fashioned house. In the orchard, there was old fashioned house. There was old fashioned house. But it was very attractive. Fashioned house. But it was very attractive. Very attractive. A small stream was flowing nearby his orchard. A small stream was flowing. Flowing nearby his orchard. And it was varied and beautiful. Varied and beautiful. So this is the description about the old man's orchard. Okay. So next question. How do you say Anselmo's manner and appearance was unusual? How do you say Anselmo's manner and appearance was unusual? Yes. Try to answer. Yes, Anselmo wore old and green. Don Anselmo wore the coat which was old, green and faded. Yes, how do you say Anselmo's manner and appearance was unusual? Yes, Anselmo wore an old green and faded coat. Faded coat. He wore gloves. Wore gloves. They were old and torn, and his fingertips it showed through them. Through them. He wore gloves. They were old and tall, and his fingers tips showed through them. He carried a cane. Carried a cane. But it was only the skeleton. Only the skeleton of a worn-out umbrella. Yes, this is about his unusual manner and appearance. Yes. What makes you think that? Makes you think that Dr. Don Anselmo was gentleman. Yes. So how do we say Don Anselmo was a gentleman? Yes, Don Anselmo was a man of principle. Don Anselmo was a man of principle. He stuck to his words. Stuck to his words. Yes. What did Don Anselmo do when he entered the office? What did Don Anselmo do when he entered the office? Yes, the Don Anselmo bowed to all in the room. Then he removed his hat and gloves. Slowly and carefully. Then he handed these things to the boy who stood beside him. So next question. The storyteller offered the old man almost double of the price. Why did the storyteller offer the old man almost double of the price? Yes, the Americans got the land surveyed. The Americans got the land the Americans got the land which they bought so great and found that it was more than 8 acres. 8 acres. They found that his land was more than 8 acres. So the storyteller offered the old woman, double of the price which he had agreed to pay. Yes. Did the old man accept the extra price, extra amount? Yes, no. The old man did not accept the extra money. Why did the old man refuse to accept the extra money? Why did the old man refuse to accept the offer of the storyteller? Yes, the old man was a man of principle. Anselmo was a man of principle. He stuck to his words. Yes, very good. We have answered all the questions. Well, now we have come to the last segment of this class, home assignment. So I am going to give you some questions related to this lesson. You will have to answer all the questions in your room and submit in the next class. But so take down some questions. Where did Don Anselmo live? What work did he do? Second question. What do you say about old man's orchard? Next question. How do you say Anselmo's appearance and manners were quite unusual? The storyteller offered the old man almost double of the price. Why? Yes. Well, thank you.